Assalamu alaikum. I'm so delighted to be here today. I'm delighted to be here with all of the elected officials, particularly this most inspiring mayor of the big city of Newark, who's shown us every day what leadership really looks like and what compassion and empathy and effectiveness means to all of us. I am happy to be here with all of the representatives of various religions, and I am delighted to be here with you all who live here and who organize this wonderful event. I'm grateful to be able to witness this inspiring ritual of Iftar at an interfaith gathering such as this one. The Muslim American story truly is one of unconditional support for one's neighbor, irrespective of his or her religion or ethnicity. The strength of this community is bound together not just by faith, but the intrinsic value of being together for the good times and for the bad times. Ramadan, beyond its fasting rituals, embodies values of compassion, generosity, and communal strength. And as we come together tonight to share the meal, I'd like to acknowledge the significance of Ramadan in fostering self-discipline, allowing time for reflection, and strengthening ties within our communities. Whether through prayer, acts of charity, or simply being supportive neighbors, the pillars of Islam resonate with the spirit of unity and empathy, and many more of us of all faiths and backgrounds can recognize it and support it and understand it and believe it. Importantly, Ramadan serves as a reminder to pause, to reflect and express gratitude for the blessings that we encounter every day. I hope this holy month and beyond that we'll take the opportunity to connect with our loved ones, engage in meaningful conversations, and extend kindnesses to one another wherever we can. As those who finish their 7th day of fast of the holy month this evening, we must also be frank about the tragedy impacting the Muslim world. More than 30,000 Palestinians have been killed during the conflict that began after the horrific terror attacks of October the 7th. And the vast majority of those are innocent men, women, and children. The horror of this conflict has shaken the entire Muslim world, including many people here in New Jersey. This tragedy has impacted everyone in this room in some way. Some have lost loved ones in Palestine and in Israel. Others fear for their safety here at home, and all of us are appalled at the violence. Meanwhile, the humanitarian crisis continues to unfold as critical medical supplies, food, and support remain unable to enter Gaza at the scale necessary to stem the suffering. The United States has begun to airdrop aid into Gaza, and the construction of the pier to deliver even more aid by sea is commencing. And while these steps are necessary, they are not sufficient. The Vice President recently called for an immediate ceasefire, which I've been advocating for since the month of October. This is a good, but also, this is a very good step, but it also, sadly, is not enough. And on Thursday, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer called for new leadership elections in Israel because he acknowledged that Prime Minister, currently serving there, is a major obstacle to peace and has lost the faith of the Israeli people. As I've articulated in the past, I do not believe there can be a swift and peaceful resolution to this conflict, and end to the suffering of thousands of innocent Palestinians and the return of hostages to their families, so long as Netanyahu remains the Prime Minister of Israel. At the same time, we have a collective responsibility to not only physically rebuild Gaza, but to rebuild our relationship with Palestine, creating a future where both can live free and secure and prosperous as guaranteed for all. Rebuilding Gaza will require a significant commitment of resources. After World War II, the United States committed to rebuilding Europe as both a humanitarian effort and to ensure lasting peace. A similar effort will be required here once peace can be established. I recognize that it may seem trivial to discuss what comes after peace, while so many are suffering right now, but such discussions are necessary right now. To seek an end to conflict without a sense of what a peaceful world should look like is to set out on a road without a map or a destination. We must make sure that once peace is achieved, it endures. Too often in history, the seed of future conflict has already been planted in the bad faith dealings of peacemaking. I remain committed to a peaceful resolution to this conflict that respects the need for safety and security for Israelis and for Palestinians. I will continue to support every reasonable effort to bring an end to the conflict and to leave for our children a world that is based on peace, dignity, and mutual respect. When I've attended this event in the past, it was under more joyful circumstances. It is not without deep regret that so much of our discussion these days must be consumed by the heartache that we are experiencing. But I do pray every day for peace. And I pray that this time next year, our discussion can return to that of reflection, community, healing, and renewal with joy in our hearts for all. Thank you, and God bless you.